Okay. Okay, perfect. By the way, you can see this in on my back. You can find on the I'm learners.com/live, helping me to the call live, LinkedIn, and to different pages. I'm broadcasting today only on my page, adrian.niculescu.com from Facebook, and through some Facebook groups. It's an amazing tool. The price is only $77 per year. It's worth every penny. So I'm starting today using it. And also, I will add to the call. I will add to the call a question, an answer to a question from one second, from Hubaib from Dubai. Hello, how to pitch the $1 million right. Why I'm doing those calls? We are in the middle of the day, so instead of taking a coffee break, I'm taking the coffee break anyway, but also I'm keeping the call. There is so much demand today for high level training, high level coaching, mentoring, and ideas to actually go further. So, um, being a business person and being involved in coaching, training, and mentoring, I said to myself, I need to take aside um, um, half an hour, at least half an hour a day to educate online uh, the people who are kind enough to follow me in one way or the other. Because at a certain moment, I realized that I need to add more value. And I found out that a live video is an amazing way to add more value. So I'm doing now. If I succeed or not, you will be able to tell me, but I will do my best. Okay, so the main subject for today is the 8 beliefs of the highly successful individuals. What is a belief, by the way? What the heck is a belief? The first time when I encounter with the theory, I will tell you more about it. It was at the beginning of 2011, and it was at an internet marketing event. And we all have, in certain areas of our lives, we have some results we'd like to change it. Like we want to have a bigger bank account, or we need to have like better health, better relationships. We want to have a bigger business. We want to have a different something, and we are we are always scrambling to um, to change that result. But the problem is that we don't push the correct buttons. And to attain a result in life, any type of result, there is a process having 4 steps. 4 steps. So if you want to change a result, you need to address those 4 steps, starting with the step number 1. If you will action, if you take action only upon the result, you will not change anything, and you will waste time, you will waste energy, you will waste resources. By the way, somebody suggested me to try Hangouts on Google Plus. I'm using a Hangout now to broadcast on youtube.com. So I have a YouTube account, it's youtube.com/adrian.niculescu.com. So there I'm also broadcasting. And this live video is going also on Twitter, it's going on LinkedIn, on some Facebook groups, and also on Blab. and we'll find a way to add a tablet or something else to also broadcast on Snapchat and on Periscope. So will be live call syndicated everywhere, and I will do my best to do this on a daily basis. So do you want to hear about the 4-step process? Because I will write it down. So step 1 is thoughts. To obtain a result, we start with here is post. Okay, we start with thoughts. You don't have a very nice handwriting, but doesn't matter, right? So everything in this world started with a thought. The car we are using was in somebody's mind first. The clothes we are wearing were in somebody's mind. Everything starting in this world with a thought. So the thought is the first process, the first step from the process to obtain a result. Okay. Step 2. Step 2, beliefs. And do you know that the beliefs are controlling our lives? A belief means that it's something we consider to be true, but it's not necessarily something universally true. Like, for example, if we think about the gravity is something which is universal true. So if you drop this, will drop, of course. But I will give you an example. A belief is that 60 years only. This is the belief. Nobody can say that I will live for real 60 years, right? So it's my belief. Maybe I can have a belief that I will live for 40 years, so I will live for 100 years. If my belief, right? I believe this to be true. The same is with the money. I can believe about myself that I could earn only, let's say, 1,000 euros per month, or I can have this belief that I'm a multimillionaire. Nobody can say that those are universally universally truth, because it's something I can have an opinion about it. So this is a belief. And so many thoughts in a certain direction, they form a pattern, and after, right. Okay. So I put everything on the same page. Step 3. Step 3, actions. Actions. If we think about ourselves that we can't be successful, and we have a belief that based on those thoughts, and you can earn only 1,000 euros per month, what kind of actions will we take? Do we take actions based on those points 1 and 2? Search for the last 1,100 or 1,200, but it will be impossible even to think about becoming a millionaire or a multimillionaire someday, even someday, right? And the 4th step is results. So if we want to change the result here, we need to start with thoughts We need to change our beliefs. We need to take different actions, and we'll have different results. Because if he's saying the same things over and over and over and over and over again and expect totally different results, right? So I put it again. This is the four-step process to attain a result. I have something in my, I don't know. We start with thoughts, continue with beliefs, and results. And most of the people, when they want to change results, they work only here. So that's why they say that it doesn't work. The coach was not good. Sometimes many coaches, they don't know this simple process, because there are so many coaches these days, because it's very simple people to consider that they can make a lot of money very fast coaching other people. But when you coach, when you mentor, when you train, you need to follow some processes. Start with your thoughts, you continue building different beliefs, start to take different actions, and you obtain different results. Sometimes the result will be worse. So the beliefs, basically, they control our life. And many of the beliefs are formed during our childhood. They are in our subconscious mind. We don't even know about them. And many of them are very limiting beliefs. I want to give you an example. If, let's say, when you were a child, if your parents had financial problems or financial struggles, and they talked about money in a limitative way. We don't have enough. We need to work hard. We need to borrow from friends to pay the bills. Struggle. What would be your belief about money, about wealth? One of struggle. One saying that it's very hard to act. You need to struggle a lot. So at a later stage will be very hard to, let's say, become a real wealthy person. I don't say that will be impossible, will be close to impossible. We need to make a lot of changes in this area, and in this area second, and after that this area, in order to change the results. Otherwise, if you don't work these areas, you will be over and over. You will round in circles, and you will not be able to achieve more. And most of the blockages will be in your subconscious mind. You will not be able to know. And to find out more about them, you will need to start working on yourself, to start assessing yourself, and to follow certain processes to change, right? Okay. Now we'll arrive to the central subject of our call, the 8 beliefs of highly successful individuals. The beliefs are like stories. They can be changed. And even the beliefs which are imprinted in your subconscious mind, sometimes not immediately, it's a process, will take some time, but if you follow the process, you will arrive at the result. And today, the success, fortunately, is modeled. Like, I don't know, from the 50s, until today, the world of personal development already. There are so many studies, there are so many patterns today, so you can predict what will happen in someone's life based where he is now, what he's doing, and so on, right? And this modeling process arrived to the conclusion that the most successful people in this world, they have a certain beliefs which are their own, and in one form or the other in all of that. And based on modeling, if most of the successful people, if they have those beliefs, I think that there is a good sign, so we can import them, right? Just 1 second to change the pen here. Okay, so I said this is the first call, which will not work. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I want to tell you before starting to assess the 8 belief successful people have. We humans, we have an innate and unique ability to improve anything we are doing. So let's say, I will give you an example from these live calls. I could say that, okay, I want, when this call will be perfect, start to do live calls. So maybe we'll wait another half a year until we'll start doing live calls. Or I will start today, will accept the fact that some things maybe will not work today. So will do my best today. And starting tomorrow, from the next calls, I will improve. I will improve. It will be as perfect as possible, right? So, as said, the success is modeled. The people who are already successful have been modeled. Their thought patterns, their beliefs were systemized, and the conclusion was that most of the successful people from our world share some core beliefs. And what I would like you, starting today or tomorrow, to implant those beliefs in your mind. First in your conscious mind, and after that in your subconscious mind. And during the next calls, we'll talk a lot about conscious mind, about subconscious mind, and so on. So you will gain a lot of knowledge if you will follow those videos. So the first belief of the highly successful people is that everything happens with a reason. And purpose of it is to help you, no matter if we are talking about a good or about a bad thing. So this is the first belief. Everything happens for a reason. The second one, we don't have failures. We just have results. And sometimes a failure is not a failure itself, is a result we don't want to have, right? We don't want to reach. The third one, no matter what happens, your responsibility. So many people, when they fail, when they have problems, they blame the economy, they blame other people, they blame the system, they blame the government. But the last person they could blame is themselves. So no matter what happens, take full responsibility. And when you take full responsibility, you will be able to change things. Right. The fourth one, it's not necessary to understand everything around you, able to use in your advantage. For example, it's not necessary to understand electricity to be able to use it. You don't need to understand electricity. I don't know if anybody really understands electricity, use it, and we all enjoy the benefits, right? The fifth one, the fifth belief of highly successful achievers. People and the relationships with them are our most important assets. The sixth one, work is play. How Richard Branson, who is my favorite entrepreneur, by the way, said, there is no difference, or there should be no difference between work and play. Both should be as enjoyable. The seventh one, we don't have success long term, and there isn't success long term without commitment. And the commitment is not here and now when we want to do something. It's a continuous thing. And sometimes the successful people, they transform things they don't want to do in habits. So there really isn't success long term without commitment. And the eighth one, which is so crazy important, is that every struggle paves the way to a new breakthrough. And it's based on what I've told you earlier, that we can change, we can do better everything we are doing, right? So let's say if you want to create more money in your business, most likely at the beginning, you will struggle a lot achieving that. You will struggle, you will struggle, you will struggle. But sooner or later, you will start to do things better and better and achieve better and better results. So that struggle will be the base for a breakthrough, for an improvement. So look at the struggles not as, I don't know, punishments from God or something else. Look at some ways to prepare yourself for the next level, right? So these are the 8 beliefs of highly successful individuals. And they form a great sketch you can start building your life and your business on, because these beliefs are modeled from the most successful people alive and not alive anymore in business, let's say in the last 65 years or something like that. So we go now towards the end of the call, and I'd like to invite you to a nice webinar I will present today in like 8 hours from now. Will be on, and if you watch this call on YouTube or on Blab, you can find the link only on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Adrian. I want to invite you to a webinar, to a free masterclass about LinkedIn. By the way, LinkedIn just announced that they are in a transaction mode with Microsoft for a huge amount of money, 26 billion or something like that. So what we will do during this webinar, we'll have the chance to discover how we are going to help 100 people build their business selling high-ticket products on LinkedIn within the next 90 days. And during this free webinar, I will reveal to you a realistic strategy to put in an extra $100K this year, regardless of your experience level. Hi, Tuna Tekin, by the way. I'm looking at the phone to salute people coming in. How to leverage the power of LinkedIn, the social media website with the biggest income per user. You'll discover why it's 1000x more profitable to do the exact polar opposite of what what everyone else is doing, you'll see, sorry, an easy and effective way to make sales without having to act salesly and without having to resort to making any high peak claims like everyone else does. You'll hear how you can join the elite top 100% earners club online. You'll discover a unique 4-step customer magnetization formula that allows you to only attract motivated prospects. You know the value of what you're offering and are predisposed to trust you. You'll feel the power of getting access before anyone else to these top secret strategies that are going to change this entire industry and your income for good. Warning, space is limited, and my live trainings always fill up because there are 100x better than the information others charge for thousands, even though they are free. So thank you very much for watching this first live video. I did a lot of mistakes here, but it was the first. So sorry about that. The next one will be tomorrow. I don't know exactly when will be, but I will announce it with few hours before. If you are on a mailing list, or if you are a fan of the Facebook page, you will hear first on the page, on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Adrian Niculescu. Thank you very much for having me here. Let's continue to have an amazing and have fabulous and badass day. Thank you very much.